actually get back cracking. Back cracking? Oh, don't trust me as an osteopath, mate. Don't do it. Great. Yeah, so if you weren't aware, by the way, if you do follow my live streams and then you realise, oh, the video's been deleted, what's he done? So what I do, I'll try not to do it as much as I can in the next few weeks, but I often inevitably realise that at the start of my live stream, I opened up, private messages to my mum and dad or whatever, or and that's not going on WhatsApp's right here. It's easy to do, and I'll just cut that bit out. But you can only cut when you upload a stream. You can only cut the start and end. You can't cut anything in the middle. And I just messed up there because I just went off to my girlfriend came back in, and I thought I'd muted myself, but no. So that's been deleted now, and we're back in the game. And I was about to answer a question by Deezer on assisted sales, but she's not here yet, so I'll wait for her to come back. And in the meantime, we'll get on with what's this? They come settings. We'll get on with property filter, finding properties through here. Okay. Let's set a little time to make sure I'm not doing this for too long. Let's go 45. Let's go 45 minutes. Because I always ignore my time when it goes off. Don't know about you, and spend another whatever. But let's go 45 minutes. So it's a quick search. EG company number. What do you EG company number? Postcode. Well, anyway, I'm going to go postcode. As I explained in the last in part one, lady from Foxtons sent me a few properties. I'm going to call her. She said, I'm free to call you. First call was really, really positive. I'm free to call you from Monday at 9 a.m. So I intend to call her tomorrow at 9 a.m. But I'd like to have a bit more of an analysis about the properties she's sent to me. So let's go. I'll start with this one. Couldn't find anything for doing a postcode, place, company number. Well, that is a postcode. Okay. Find on-market motivated sellers. Find information for a specific address. Don't know what that means, really. Let's tap the first one. Okay, postcode and radius. Yeah, I'm just, you know what, it's not the fairest test. You're not often looking just for a specific property, are you? But I just, yeah, I'd just like to find one specific property. It should be doable. Give me information? No. For sale, residential. Yeah, view properties. I think that's the right one. Foxtons, yeah, that's not Foxtons logo, so that really confused me. Right, yeah, this is the one. So let's have a look. Listed on. Yeah, okay, it's also been. Yeah, this was interesting. It's listed for let on Hoopers in So, you know, these people are struggling to know what to do with their property. Didn't actually know it listed for let on by Hoopers, so, you know, let's have a direct sort of comparison with Property Engine here. Because, you know, perhaps I could share this stream with Jamie of Property Engine, be like, well, but I'm sure he does. You'd think he would do this every day and have a look at his main competitor and see what they're doing better. But just here, like Foxtons, Blizzard Green, can Jamie put also listed with just here as well? And I don't see why he couldn't. And this is a fair comparison. I'm looking at the higher subscription of Property Engine here. Why couldn't we also have, rather than having to search the property and see all the individual different listings, and then I would have found out that Hoopers is also doing it. What Property Engine? No, what's it called? Filter. Yeah. There it is. What Property Filter does is give you the other agents straight away. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Centify line. It's like spot the difference, isn't it, really? It's all pretty similar. So it's saying there haven't been any reductions, but that was looking at Hoover's listing. If we look at Foxton's listing, it started on at 650. But yeah, I mean, Foxtons are a big commercial. They do like to do this and reduce. Hoopers do as well, to be fair. Alright. So, I don't think I'm going to be able to get as many properties analysed, to be fair, as normal today, because it's just like, wow. Okay. Floor plan, 15 pictures comes there. Not bad. Yield as buy to let. Wow, okay. We certainly don't get that over here. 6.7%. I don't know what that is based on. And I personally, if you're just going to trust those numbers, I think you're a bit brain dead. Although this is obviously using mathematics and incredibly clever stuff. What I mean by that is, it's all about the deal that you create. You know, if you can knock off a few grand of the asking price, you know, your yield's already better, so yeah. Anyway, the EPC rating is there. I'll be honest, finding the EPC rating on Engine is like, I don't think it's that good. Like, it's telling me where the nearest supermarket is and all that shit. I don't know why Jamie put that in there. That's not really that interesting, to be honest. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. It is if you're wanting to buy it, or if you're an estate agent. But in terms of finding the EPC, I don't think Jamie's put it on here. I think you have to sort of just, which is easy enough to do, copy the address and put it into, I'll put it in my bookmarks here, find an energy certificate gov.uk. But this certainly saves time. Unless I just haven't noticed. Oh, don't do that. Unless I just haven't noticed sort of where actually I'm supposed to find it here. But yeah. Okay. So that's a bit better, and you've got all that. You can click on the floor plan and then go through all the pictures. Very, very nice. I really ought to promote this because I'm literally like everyone else, which is better. I'm literally showing you. I feel like I want to do it like this as well. Do you know what I mean? If I go like that, I'm literally showing you the difference between the two. Oh no, I'm not. It doesn't really look very good. Okay, never mind. But this is surely good content. Oh god, I don't know. Because no one's watching us at Sunday evening. Alright, Adiz's here, cool. I just noticed that. So yeah, I was saying Adiza, sister sell. You say to the vendor, look, if you don't want to accept below market value offers, or you say to the vendor this, you say, my below market value offer would be, let's say it's this one, right? My below market value offer to make numbers work would be 540. Okay, I know you don't want to accept that. I know that's not what you're looking for. You say, well, you don't really want to reveal numbers in negotiations like this, but let's just, for argument's sake, you say, I can give you 600, but it won't be me giving you 600. It'll be written into a contract that the property, that if the property sells in the next 6 months, and I will refurbish the property, and I will then arrange the sale, and if it sells within those 6, maybe 9 months, you are guaranteed to get 600 grand of that sale. And they might say, but it's on at 600 grand now, and I'm struggling. How are you guaranteeing that I'm going to get 600 grand within 6 months? So what I'm going to get into the property, and we can see it here, and I'm going to refurbish it, because you can see this one, like, it's a bit dated, right? It needs a good amount of work. Nothing major, but it needs some work. So I'm going to refurbish it so it's ready for a young family to move into, and therefore it's going to sell above £600,000, and then I'll guarantee you the £600,000, and the investor gets the difference minus, but they're taking the risk. They've done the refurbishment for maybe, I don't know, look at this one, it might be London prices about 50. So let's say the refurb is about 50, then this property is going to have to sell above 650 for the investor to make a return. Well, probably 660 because you've got agency and legal fees. You're going to have to sell above 660, 670 in the end value for the investor to make a return. And that's the type of thing I look at, because with a flip you do have to go in at sort of 530, 540, because the stamp duty is tens and tens and sometimes hundreds of thousands on the million pound properties, and you know, vendors don't like, you know, I do try, but vendors don't like an offer that low, really. So hope that helps. Right, so Asian Foxtons, yeah, so this kind of toggle, we can go from the Foxtons one to the Hoopers listing. That's interesting, I have to say. That's better. Due diligence. 143 square meters. Copy. Yeah, it's got a similar thing where it's, you know, close to all these things, the hospital, supermarket. Very nice. Iceland. That's not much of a feature, if you ask me. Article 3, yes. Owner, occupier, most likely an individual person. Okay. I mean, that's good for sort of speed, isn't it? Because, you know, you don't get that on Property Engine, and you know, if you really want to know, you're going to have to call the agent. I do still think, because it's most likely, if you really want to know here, you would want to call the agent or whatever. This is useful, saying that there's a restricted covenant. I don't think. Ooh, that is. Yeah, that's cool. So, just gonna note that down actually. So, if you don't know that restricted covenant, it could be minor. It could just be a design thing. You know, you're not allowed to, be all flashy and put like, full greenhouse style glass panes across the front. You got to keep it. You've probably got to keep the bay because the whole street has like these bay windows. You can't just completely have a flat facade or build out in front, whatever. Um, I don't know really, I don't have much experience. I guess some restricted covenants can be more severe. They might say, well, you can't put a dormer window in the roof and therefore expand much up. I don't know, but it's interesting to know that it has one. Seems to be a restricted covenant registered for the property, even though it might not have a significant impact, like I was saying, on the use of property. You're advised to check the property title for more details. And this costs £7, I believe. I'm not going to do it right away. But, Cloudflare is not enjoying my connection. Great. But yeah, I'll just put a little note there, restricted covenant. Right, okay. Go and you find it. And you find it. The form you're submitting has expired. What are you talking about? It's a postcode. Have you blown up the house? 25. But again, I think like it will say it's freehold, and it will say there's a restricted covenant. Yes, but for more information, £7. Title register will either show you details about any restricted covenants, explain where you can find the details. It might be in a different document. And there's an easement. Oh, I actually don't know what that is. One piece of land has over another piece of land. Probably be for drainage and sorts of things like that. But, an easement, it's like, if you didn't have one of them, you'd be like, no, water company, you can't allow water to flow into my house. I'll do it myself. Okay, so yeah, the EPC rating here. That's nice. That's better, to be honest. That is better. There's all minor things at the moment, but oh, that is better because it's telling me. And look, at the end of the day, you can get into analysis paralysis. Your heating cost shouldn't make or break a deal. You shouldn't be on fine margins where hundreds of pounds make or break a deal. But the investor might want to know. And if you're just going, oh, that's probably this, doesn't quite look as professional, does it? As yeah, as saying the exact figure. So yeah, I have to hand it to property filter there. That's really, really good. What else did we find out? It was on by dual agencies, which you can find out through Property Engine, but you'd have to do another search. Christ. Shoulders always going. And we also found out that, like, with the Hoopers one, right? It's listed to let. She had no idea of that. It's listed to let, so yeah, they're looking for. This has got a vacant property. Perhaps it was previously tenanted. They've got a vacant property that's costing them money, and it will let at 3,200 pounds a month. I'm not interested in this in terms of a buy to let, but yeah, I won't go into too much detail now. But we've heard of a lease option where I don't know where their mortgage would be. Let's just say, for argument's sake, it's 2k. You could cash flow the, well, let's say taking the management to account, whatever, brings it up to 2.5k. You could cash flow £700 a month. The investor could, with an option to buy at 600,000, but in 5 years' time, when the property price is probably 650, 700, and to be honest, you could also say, do you know what? Because you're aware that this property needs a refurbishment, if you joint venture with me on the refurbishment cost, 25 each, we could have 50% of it. We could share the uplift as well, or whatever. I mean, there's lots of things that I'm starting to learn that you can do, but I don't really know how. But I just got to try it. Do you know what I mean? So it's really good to know that it's on with dual agency. Pretty motivated, and they're also looking to let the property. So there's that avenue to explore as well, where they do they want to cover their mortgage. Like, they either want to sell it, release the equity, or they want to stop their cash flow issue. They want to cover the mortgage. So property feels is helping, to be honest. And yeah, you put a description, it's not that. I barely even look at that. Is there anything else to know? Freehold. No, I don't need to look at that. I can see it. Okay, cool. So I'd say definitely the energy rating thing is better, because it tells you the heating costs. Again, shouldn't make or break a deal, but I do think that's better. And dual agency. Right, so that's one of them. Does it have like built-in analysis? Because I know the other one does, and Property Engine. Is it over here? Comparables. Yeah, like, where's the, oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, it does. It's at the top. Here, deal making, AI analysis. Well, let's check this out then, shall we? I don't know if I should put it in my pipeline. I don't think I will, because I still don't think I'm gonna pay 99 plus VAT for this. It's a bit much. Deal making. Send the property to your pipeline and start making the deal. Deals are made, not found. That's what this guy likes to say a lot. It's okay. Alright, well, I said I need to do this. That I can just close my camera. AI analysis. Let's check this out then. Oh, coming soon. AI powered by ChatGPT. Okay, interesting. So that's coming soon. Maps. Yeah, very nice. We can have a look at the area. So I think this is synced a little bit better, whereas here it's just oh, what I'm so silly. What I'm talking about with the EPC, you can view it. You can view it quite easily from Property Engine, but it's not going to give you this like average cost a year thing, I don't think. No, it just tells you how to. Government thing tells you like how to improve energy, but it's not going to tell you like what your average bills are. Um, I know it is. Wait, so basically, property filter. They've saved me. Hang on, let's go a little bit back in it. They've saved me a little bit of time because they put it in one place. I think that's something that Jamie can implement, isn't it? But they've told me the wrong data. This is saying 1,073, and this one's saying 898. I don't know whether they're trying to make you think the deal's sweeter than it really is. And 210 per year, and that's not even the right discount. 898 to 720 is 160, 178 discount based on making changes. And it says 210. It's all sort of wrong. Okay, so the energy thing is not as great as I thought. They just need Property Engine just need to add the dual agency thing over there, and then jobs are good and really. Anyway, what was I was going on maps. Yeah, so maps looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'm trying to think whether you can. Again, I've been using this for about a month, and I can't remember because I don't use it that often. So even though like features maybe are like cooler, or it doesn't matter if I'm not using it. Just have a look to see if you can open Google Maps or anything in here. No, but you can do this thing where you float along the sold price of other houses, which I really like. So no, you do have to do that manually in here, I believe. As in, open a Google Maps tab and just type, just put in the postcode. If you want to do that in here, you don't. You just do it. You're just there straight away. I mean, yeah, it's cool. Well, I say you're there, but like, what the? I can't even see this one. It's somewhere. I don't even know. Area data. NW2. Now I think that's too vague, to be honest. For some reason, area data is different from comparables, and I don't know why. Yeah. So anyway, as I did, I don't know why. Let's say property. So I'm confused there. Didn't we just have the yield coming in at 6.7%, and now it's saying 4.51? Well, this is all averages in the area. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. I guess it gets you sort of a better picture of the area, perhaps. But look here, I mean, that's not helpful. 114 meters squared to 171 meters squared. The difference there is not negligible. The difference there is maths, 57 square meters. In other words, the difference there is a two-bed house. That's significant. Two-bed house, two-bed flat difference. We're looking, and okay, we're averaging that, but And the property is 143. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. It's an extra feature. Buy to let stress test. No, I'm not looking at buy to let, but I don't know. It's just fun to play with buttons, isn't it? But not that that's really useful. Loan to value 75. Yeah, that's your typical buy to let mortgage. 6% interest rate. It's quite high, isn't it? It's quite high. I feel like interest rates are down now. Interest cover ratio. I don't know what that means. Estimated rental income per month. Well, that's a load of bullshit because we saw that it was on for 3.2. I believe the new Renters' Rights Bill prohibits the rent to be negotiated upwards now, so it would be 3.2. Minimum rental income per month 2812. Minimum. What, so you're saying there's no way of going for a management agency that's going to charge more? And it's saying even if you offered 700 grand, you would pass the stress test. Look, I don't want to make fun of it because I'm sure there is, you know, some genuine evidence behind these figures. But I don't really get it. What is this? Comparables. What's it? Why are you showing me something on for 1.5 million? Why are you doing that? I mean, I heard Property Engine's comparables are better, and this is perhaps one of the weaknesses of Filter. Well, surely it's not this bad. Surely I'm doing something wrong. Come on. Why are you showing me two? That's a completely different net. It's a completely different neighbourhood, to be honest, mate. The nearer you get to Gladstone Park, the more sort of posh it is. The nearer you get to North Circular Road, big noisy road, the less. Download, definitely not going to be downloading this. So there's also 3 removed. I don't know if that's very helpful. I am struggling with what was our square meterage? 143, was it? Well, in that case, if we have some comparables, so we're at 107, I suppose that's... Sorry, 107 and they've been sold higher. I suppose that's a good thing. That's reassuring, and that's pretty old and in need of work. So getting it asked for 600 perhaps is a bargain. Has it really sold for 650? But it's just been withdrawn. I don't really like this. And last sold. Why? Nothing? Okay, this is how it's filtering it. So, online ads are not affecting last sold date. Semi-detached house. Great, yeah. Yeah, okay. Suppose we can increase. 4 bedrooms. Let's go 3 to 4. Price, no, not bothered. EVC, whatever, that's fine. I mean, why are there just so few? Build type existing building. Yeah, that's fine. Property purpose. I don't want to look at shared ownership. Okay, let's see if this improves it. Okay, it does. Like significantly, like we've now gone from 2 to 18, 17. So, right, it seems like we fixed it, have we? Let me go back to quarter of a mile. Was it because it clicked on shared ownership? It wasn't. I don't know, it just seems to have sort of reset itself. Anyway, look, let's let's get to the sourcing. That's not telling me how big it is. Sorry. And this one is selling a lake. It's certainly selling the view. I've been there. It's a bit more scummy than that nowadays. Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Fine. But that's way off, isn't it? Really? Oh shoot. Oh no, it's taking me back to the original filter. That's frustrating, isn't it? So all we did. Oh no, here's what we did. We added in 3-bedroom comparables. We took this off. We went like that. And suddenly we got a few more results. I don't want to look at comparables that are available because they haven't sold. So mindshare it does give me an insight into perhaps more opportunities there with Daniels. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the last sold. Within no, that's looking at within date all last 12 months. So Camden Drive, this is on the same street, and yeah, again, similarly needs a refurb, and it's a 3-bed, and they got it for 560. So I think what we can say is that the price of the property is on for 600. Is it? Oh, why are you taking me back here again? Oh, I'm struggling here. This is frustrating. This is the 3rd time that I've had to put this in now. Anyway, what I was saying is that gives an idea of that the property is, marketed for a reasonable price at 600. Doesn't mean we couldn't get it lower. This one here, though, Randall Avenue, which is, oh god, get me a map, give me a proper map. There, that's how easy it is on engine, right? Obviously, I'm used to engine, so I don't know if it's a fair test, but so just here, so that is the next avenue, so not a problem. Those are gone for 775, smaller. So, and it's, I suppose, because, oh, well, it's got a bigger bigger garden, has it, or something? And it has been refurbed to a I wouldn't say it's a great standard, but it's a medium standard. It's a good standard. The bathrooms, no, it's a medium standard, and it's gone for 775. Let's just flip that. But yeah, I'm not feeling this sort of comparable thing at the moment. I'm not feeling it. Then obviously we've got a send letter. A DTB letters generator. Property Engine doesn't have that. Address the letter to the home owner. Yeah, of course. Change delivery address. Interesting, you could like pop it to the neighbours. Like, can you give your neighbour a nudge and ask them to sell their house to me, please? The AI one. I mean, this is cool, yeah. I like to think that I'm quite creative and can spin a yarn of words and interest people in myself, and I like to do it myself, and I like to not use ChatGPT as much as possible. However, because I didn't on these, I didn't use ChatGPT, but maybe I need to cut my pride there and start using it. I think I will on the next ones, just to, I might even input the text I did here into ChatGPT and ask it to improve it. This one's saying, this is quite sophisticated. This does look good. Okay, let's read it. 4 personalised letters based on the property address you're looking at. First letter to send now, then in 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and 8 weeks. 4 letters. They do want you to spend money with them, don't they? 4 letters, okay. Then you'll be able to copy paste the text in there to finalise the letters, so you can make your little personal touches. You can generate 1 batch per focus only, and the generated batch will be saved in your account. Please select a focus for the batch of letters and click on generate. Okay, so all I'm going to do is go back onto Property Engine and just remind myself of this one. It's, yeah, no, actually, on the creditor filter, we have the 2 agency thing, which this wasn't telling me. We have the reduction, and yeah, it's been on for over a year, so I would say we're a long time on the market. We're also multiple agents. So, can I have both? I don't know. Let's go with the long time on the market. Like, I can make that, you know, it's like, this has been frustrating, I can give you a quick solution. Multiple agents, I wonder what it's going to say for that. Generate. I'm curious what this might give me some ideas, might give you if you're watching some ideas. Curious what it's going to say for multiple agents. Right, so first one, 3 paragraph. Do you know what's really, just from seeing this, this last paragraph is like so identical from what I came up with myself. Not to blow my own trumpet, but the general structure of my first letter was, I haven't looked at this before, but was 3 paragraphs. Admittedly, the middle one was chunkier, and I should probably try and cut it down. And the last paragraph was identical. It was call me or email me. So that's reassuring in a way. It's been on the market with multiple estate agents, and this can often lead to frustration and uncertainty. See, it's a bit vague, but if you're looking to sell, I would like to offer you a straightforward solution. If you're looking to sell, of course they're looking to sell. But there's more to this. I was kind of hoping there was a template for like on for sale and on for rent at the same time. But anyway, because that's what I would do if I was doing a letter to this place, and I may well do. No, I won't actually, because I'm building up a decent relationship with the agent, so I'll try and go the agent route with this one. But anyway, with my experience of property investing, I can't really say that, to be honest. I've done this for 3 months. No, 4 months now. I can provide you with a quick and hassle-free sale. There's no need to wait for the right buyer to come along or deal with lengthy negotiations. I have the funds well, but you're going to end up negotiating. I have the funds ready to purchase your property outright, allowing for a seamless transaction that puts you in control of your timeline. I mean, a cash offer can, I don't know, let's ask the real ChatGPT. What is the conveyancing? Oh no, that's asking some better way. Compare the conveyancing time for buying a house cash versus buying with a mortgage. Oh, that's time's up, but we're going to finish off with that. The mortgage or finance. Okay, let's see what it actually thinks, because it's saying like the letter we're told is that it's going to be so much faster. I'm actually curious. Buying with cash 4 to 8 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks. Okay, well, you know, I don't know. No mortgage valuation delays, no lender, yeah, so it's fair. I mean, it's potentially halving the time. Okay, cool. Yes, that's a good thing that you can pitch. Seeing the transaction that puts you in control of your timeline. If you're interested in discussing this further, please don't. Yeah, it's really simple, isn't it? Letter 2. Now, I've only sent out one letter 2. This one's a bit longer. Find you well. I wanted to follow up on my previous letter regarding your property. I don't know why you put the address in here to them, like they know their address. I understand the selling process can be daunting, especially when working with multiple estate agents without the desired results. My offer remains on the table for a swift and easy sale. With my commitment, that's good to say it remains on the table. I like that. With my commitment, in fact, I'll screenshot this. Just like, yeah. I copy to clipboard. I never mind, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with the screenshot. Because when you copy something to when you copy something to clipboard, you just forget about it. That finds you in good spirits. Oh god, it's trying to be all cheery now. Number 3. I feel like if you get to number 3 and you have no response, just stop wasting your time. I don't think you should even bother with letter 4, but it's been a few minutes correspondence. I wanted to check in with you again. Selling a property in the anti-press, blah blah blah. It was basically saying the same thing, but spinning a different yarn. But and my goal is to provide you with a tailored solution that meets your needs. By selling directly to me, you can bypass the lengthy waiting periods and uncertainty that often accompany traditional sales methods. It's very generic. Like, it's not. If I'm reading this, it's not giving me any insight that the person sending this to me has looked in detail at my property and my situation. Because this, see, it's a template. It's going to save you a lot of time, to be fair, though. But I'm thinking of going down the route of making my own template. and then tweaking it based on the property, which, to be fair, which you can do. You go okay, and then you tweak it based on the property. Yeah, it's a pretty good feature, to be honest. But you'd want to tweak it because it is very generic. As reading it, I want to read something like, I really like the brightness of your property or something, and there is a lot of potential. Something, or even about the situation, you'd say, oh, I can see that you've now had to remarket it and put it back on the property with your third agent, and you've had to do these kind of things, and you're clearly doing a lot of hard work, and it must be very stressful to be doing this and taking up a lot of your free time outside of your job. But I feel like there's a lot more you can do with it. And this last one, I hope this letter is just a fourth letter. I don't know about that. That's the first was so. I understand that the market can be a particular special or for extending period. Straightforward sale still stands. We'll more than happy to discuss how we can assist you in achieving quick resolution. Yeah, I don't think you need number 4. My expertise in property investing allows me to make fair offers, ensuring a smooth transaction that alleviates stress. Yeah, I think there's a limit to what you can do with templates, but I think it's alright. I think it's alright. And then you click OK, let's say. I don't know what I'm on that for. Wait. Have I sent a letter? I don't think I have. No, because there'd be a charge. But I don't know what OK. Oh no, you copy to clipboard, and then you go here. And then you go create a new campaign. Right, yeah. Basically, you can do all of this in Property Engine, but just you don't have the AI bit. Yeah, for me it's a bit of a gimmick. But if you're sending like 100 letters in a week or something, yeah, I think that's good. Right. I don't know if I've given Property Filter a fair test. I was thinking I'd get to do 2 properties. We've only really got to do 1 property. I don't know. I'm struggling. I don't think the comparables are that. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I do. There's one thing I do like, which is showing the dual agents. But if I just put a little message to Jamie, he might be able to sort that out. A Property Engine. Let's see. We haven't got any viewers at the moment. Fair enough. I think I'll stop it there. But thank you, Eddie, for sticking around, especially after the middle of this live stream, the part 1. Thanks for sticking around. What are my actionables for this week? Well, I'm going to analyse the Foxtons properties, such as, oh, I'm getting lost now, such as this one. In Property Engine, I can't lie. I'm going to reach out to the group chat and be like, can somebody give me some help with Property Filter, because it didn't really go that well for me, particularly with the comparables. Is anyone able to give me a hand? But I'm going to analyse all those properties. I'm going to call the agent tomorrow. I'm going to suggest to Jamie. So let's write this down. It's always best to write these things down, because and it's been processed. So I'm going to ask Jamie about dual agency thing. Ask the chat about property filter help. I'm gonna, I think there was another thing, yeah, analyze the rest of the property. Analyze the rest of the Foxtons properties. In Property Engine, and I'll keep using Engine and using my saved searches through there. That's another point. It's another point in terms of saved searches here. Refer a friend. I don't know if I will be. But yeah, in terms of saved searches, surely you're able to save a search. Yeah, save the search as a lead generator. Okay, cool, lead generators. Yeah, yeah. So that can be done, but I'm gonna just look for more properties based on my saved searches in Property Engine, I believe. And my trial for this is short. It's 14 days, like I mentioned in part 1, and it ends on the 23rd, and that is 7 days from now. That will be next Sunday. So I think this, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to take the risk of being billed on that Sunday. So I think this will be my only live stream with property filter. But I think I will, if anyone's able to help me in the chat, I will use it again. I do want to give it a chance because I probably haven't given it the best chance today. But I tried, I tried. I did try. Last 5 minutes, let's just see if there's anything else that I really missed. So yeah, if I did add something to the pipeline, organized viewing, due diligence. Sorry, why would your due diligence be after your viewing? Don't waste time. Assess motivation, I like that. So go make offer, follow up, offer accepted. Yeah, no, it's positive, I like it. As an off-market property. Create you own, typo, off-market property to add to your pipeline. I'm curious about that. Okay, fine, it's just next one. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. But, oh, it's like, this property appears to be on the market. What, for no price? Come on, what do you mean, no price? Property as off-market property anyway. Oh, right, so if let's hang on, let me try that again. I seem to have landed on one that's on the market, which was not the idea, was it? For a different one. I genuinely don't want flats, but okay. So if this is off the market, it's off market, I'd add the property. So yeah, this is cool if you want to analyze something that maybe has been brought to you by an estate agent before it's come on the market, brought to you by a friend before it's come on the market, or you've just walked around your neighbourhood and you've noticed something that needs doing up, and you can add it on here. I like that. I've never wanted to do that. I don't have the time to wander around. So I don't know if Property Engine can do that. But it's cool. That's cool. That's pretty cool. So that's a little slight improvement on the pipeline there from Property Filter. Yeah, yes, that's cool. That's cool. It was this that I struggled with the comparables. A lot of, everyone thinks software's about features. I think 50% of it is UX. And I don't like this UX. User experience. User interface, you can say UI. I just don't like it. Maybe because I'm not used to it. I just prefer this. I think it's a lot easier on the eye. It's visual. I can see it. I can see it. I can see this one's there and this one's there. And do you know what I mean? I can see it. This is my property. This one, and we're going. If I hover on this one, I think it pops up, or at least I think. No, does it? Anyway, it's visual. And I know there's a map here, but it's too many. It's too much information. So all of it feels like too much information. Too much noise, like all the way this sits. It's all higgledy-piggledy. It's like, it's just not nice to look at. It feels very much like, and they both are to an extent, they both are MVP, constantly test and retest kind of products. But this one feels like features are added on without thought. I don't think I'm going to shake off the stereotype about this one. What was the build time? Messy. I don't like it. Market data. Oh, this is struggling to load. I need to leave my cursor alone. Census 2021 data. Again, there's more features than you can shake a stick at. Price versus income. I imagine that's going to help you with letting. Planning applications. I think you can look at that in Engine. Planning constraints maps. I mean, fucking hell, that sounds really cool. Right, excuse my French. That sounds really cool. But again, these are just like little features, little improvements. The Property Engine just added it on. And if Property Engine had to, increase their price by a couple of quid and just add these extra things on, I wouldn't complain. I'm not suggesting that Jamie actually increases prices, but I'm not going to. Yeah. I want the extra features added onto the good baseline here. And this is still loading, so that's a load. You're supposed to save yourself time. There's too many features in this thing that it can cope with itself. I mean, the performance is not great, is it? It's just loading. Community training. I'm gonna have to say this community support. It is cool. But at the same time, if you have to have support videos attached to all of the features, then I don't think your features are straightforward enough. if it's not, if it's so counterintuitive that you need to have this extra support, it's not good in the first place. Batch calls action, create new campaign. That's the thing with it, it's just frustrating. But I think this software probably has the potential to be better. But it just leaves me feeling confused, and that's why they need to spam you with all this. I mean, so many emails. I'm not looking through all this. I haven't got the time. So that's my verdict. That's my verdict. I do think the community thing's, you know, obviously great. Having the upcoming events, that's great. And I do get why they justified it costing more, because all of this community stuff, training, the whatnot, it is more, and you could argue that more is better. But little secret, these get uploaded onto, or at least some of them get uploaded onto YouTube anyway, for free, which I've been watching, you know, about assisted sales and things like that. Training tutorials. I mean, what's not to like here? You know, this is similar to, yeah, similar to the Foxtons course, where you can look at the training on demand. But again, I'm already in the Foxtons course, so I don't need this. Andy guy has been spamming me with emails, or his bot has. Who else? Oh jeez, it's a big team. It's a big team. Must be making a fortune. Yeah, I mean, obviously Property Engine is just what you need. Property Filter is like more of what you don't need and less of what you need. I mean, why do I need to know all this? All these people, I'm never going to meet them all in life. Obviously, yeah, it's just, you know, it's cool. And at some point my face will come up there, or well, actually I haven't put a profile picture, but you know, my name will come up there, and you know, you can find all the members. Yeah. Oh, look at her, she's got so many points. I don't like this type of shit. Everyone's on their own journey with this. You know, she's got the most points. Is she the richest? She'll probably be doing well. But I bet there's someone down at like 40 points who's actually got like 80 properties and she's got about 4. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me. It's just not my style. It's just not my. I don't think it's my style. Introduce, do this, do this, do this. It's like. So I like to do things my own way, and I don't necessarily like my hand held. And you can do that with one to like. I like to think. I'm still only on video 30 of the course. I know I shouldn't be doing that. But like, if it's one-to-one support or something, I can tell a real human being. Well, this is why I'm doing it this way, and blah 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 blah. But you can't tell a software. A software's just going. You need to do it this way, and it's really really valuable, and it's £99 a month. But without that, so about 120. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do it that way, and I don't want to use all these features. So what's the point of paying? To lease options. Go to lease options. In fairness, I'd like to watch this. I mean, you know, there are, you know, that. Welcome to property filter. Blah 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 blah. Oh my God, I don't have the time. I don't want to read all this. It's just like it just frustrates me. Like, oh okay, can't watch the least options thing. Okay, has it been uploaded? Yeah. And this is just upcoming. Pass. Beginner's Guide to Lease Options, buy now, pay later. Yeah, I mean, that's cool, you know. I might watch that. I might watch a few of these before I sort of jump out of it. But like I say, some of them do get popped on YouTube, so it's just, I thought, you know, this is supposed to save you time, and I'm like, I just don't have the time. So this has gone on a bit too long, but that is my verdict. See you next time.